Hello YouTube, and welcome to the first episode ever of my first channel ever. Welcome to 7.3 liter truck stuff. All right, before we begin, I want to take an opportunity to say thank you to a couple different people who have worked hard in the industry, YouTube, working on trucks, working on vehicles, and have been somewhat of an inspiration for me to do this channel, which is just for fun. In no particular order, I'd like to thank Living on Wheels. What a phenomenal individual, and if you don't walk away feeling humbled after watching his videos, well, you're wrong. Jon Caveman, who is building a phenomenal looking Tahoe, was also kind enough to kind of help me out on some of the back half of the house stuff. Let me ask questions and get set up, so thank you very much to him. 80HD Projects, that's 80HD Projects, and I'll link everything down below. He was awesome enough to just hit the very first one to hit subscribe and go, you haven't even made a video, dude, but I think you're going to do great things, so here you go. That meant a lot to me. All right, so on to the purpose of this. This is a 7.3 liter dedicated channel. I've recently bought this puppy. It's a 2001 F-350 Super Duty with a 7.3 liter diesel. I've never owned a diesel before. I am not a mechanic. I am your dude next door who watches a couple YouTube videos from people who are a lot better than me and run outside, break my truck and try to fix it. I figured I might as well do it on camera and have it be a little bit entertaining. So let's get to it. 2001 F-350 with a 7.3 liter diesel engine. Oh, daddy, check that one out. All right, this is what we've got. Rhino lining all the way around, stock bumper, stock fog lamps that don't even work. We are rocking some upgraded wheels here, some poor lighting, standard tow mirrors. We've got a full straight pipe, I believe 5-inch all the way to the back with no cover. Smoked out lenses, highly debating on changing those. Problems right out the gate. Definitely seeing some wear and tear right off the bat from this Rhino lining that was not properly prepped for this particular surface. So we'll get to upgrading that and fixing that issue here in the coming weeks, as well as, very unfortunately, we recognized right here old paint and we've got new paint, and I went to a just normal car wash and that's all it took to knock that off. So clearly the undercoat wasn't sanded and prepped, and there wasn't a primer put on this beforehand, so we'll be working to fix that as well. Tinted windows all the way around, 211,000 miles, and as expected, we've got some torn up seats, but the carpet is in pretty phenomenal shape. We've got our weak lighting above, and you guys are already figuring it out. Extra 5 horsepower for each one of the car seats. Pretty solid leather interior, and a touchscreen Panasonic that works better than any other radio that I've ever used. TNS tuner. Let's fire her up. Right on. As far as engines are concerned, everything sounds pretty phenomenal. Haven't had any issues with it. Cold air induction. some pretty solid gauges that are showing up horribly on this camera from Glow Shift. So you might be asking yourself why it is that I went ahead and picked up a 2001 7.3 liter diesel at the latter portion of 2019. The reality behind it is these two kiddos deserve a solid work truck that is going to be able to last a long period of time, have it be safe, have it be reliable. With that said, the reality behind it was, as much as I'm a Mopar fan, my 1998 Dodge Ram 1500 that I put so much effort into blew a head gasket and has turned into an absolute disaster. So we are out with the old and in with the new. Hopefully she goes to a good home. Lift kit, fender flares, relatively new exhaust system right before I had it. I've only had it for about 14 months. New bumper in the trunk. Decent workhorse, solid tranny. Rust, God, the rust on these things. All the rust that you would expect to come with a Dodge that's not found on a Ford. Dash cover on this puppy to clean up all the bad decisions that Dodge made that year in terms of polymer dash that with a solid cover looks great. I'm afraid to even do this, but yeah, when you take the cover off, all you see is this underneath. And clearly, she's not nearly as clean as the Ford is. A little bit of a bummer. Bought her for $4,000, wanted to be a solid hunt truck, solid work truck in the wintertime, something safe for the kids to get around. And unfortunately, blew that head gasket, getting a lot of coolant in the oil. So that is a no-go, and we are on to bigger and better things. All right, before I wrap this up, I just want to say thanks for watching the first episode. I appreciate it. It's only going to get better in time. Before I cut it, I wanted to go ahead and list off what I received as the new owner of this vehicle, the upgrades that have been done prior to. Currently, it's got 211,000 miles on the 7.3 diesel. At 190, it had glow plugs. It's had a TRX front hub and bearing assembly and locking hubs. Were put on at 205,000 miles. Moog serviceable ball joints, uppers and lowers at 190,000. Front axle was fully rebuilt with new Spicer seals and bearings, Motorcraft thrust washers, and lube blocker gasket at 205. Revised valve cover gaskets at 190. Fuel injector armature plates were shimmed at 190 as well. Passenger head fuel line apparently was prone to failure in these. That was done at 200,000. ATS 5-star billet torque converter with 1,650 stall was done at 190,000 miles, along with the TR100 transmission, built with a Stage 4 BD Build-It transmission kit at 180,000. They replaced the rear main seal because the transmission was out at 180. You guys saw the U-Pull Raptor liner on the exterior paint. They did that at a 36-inch spray surface to achieve that texture, and that was actually done fairly recently. They rebuilt the turbo with OEM pedestal seals. It's got a 6x6 wicked wheel and a 25 PSI boost fooler, and that was all done at 195,000 miles. You guys saw the TS Performance 6-position chip. Donaldson 6637 air filter, which you guys saw bellowed up pipes, were replaced because they are also apparently leak prone. That was done at 195K. You guys saw the 5-inch turbo back straight pipe and it's got a 2011 60/40 folding rear seat. That front head unit was a Pioneer. It's a DVD, CD, Apple CarPlay, all that jazz, backed by Rockford Fosgate door speakers. Again, that Pioneer is rockstar. I put a DVD in there for the kids, and I put it in park and just held. It's pretty phenomenal, and the Rockford Fosgate puts out a solid sound. It's got the 2005 through 2007 style headlights on there. Those are also smoked out. It has severe duty brakes. All four corners are done at 195,000, and the American Racing 17x9 wheels with Cooper Discovery AT3s also done at 190,000. Really look forward to y'all's feedback. I would love to hear what you think I should be doing to upgrade this. If you hear any conflicts in what's been done so far, things to watch out for, or upgrades that would be phenomenal, any tips, tricks, all that stuff would be fantastic. Again, crush that like button, hit subscribe for me. P.S. Don't be the dude who hits dislike. Just don't be that guy, all right? Everybody's out here trying to do their thing. And so, yeah, if you don't like it, it's because I've never done this before. And I'm sure you rode a bike perfectly the first time you did it too. You know who you are. Don't do it. All right. Thanks for watching. My name's Jeff Demo. This is 7.3 liter truck stuff.